All right, what is up, everybody? This is Trenton with SoundlinkTV, hanging out with Jayden from Sylar at Epicenter Fest. How you doing, man?
Doing great. Excited to play. It's a little bit early in the day, so I'm just now waking up.
Yeah.
But I feel like now I'm fully in the groove.
Hell yeah.
And we play at 2:45, so
Nice.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, you got a little break. You got some press to do before that and stuff. So I guess the difference between festivals and club shows are, you got a busier schedule. So I guess, how do you prepare for I guess a festival versus a club show and everything, whether it be musically or stuff like this or day-long activities?
Yeah, I mean, a show is a show. We always want to give it our A game for every show,
Yeah.
but I was actually just talking about this. For a festival, there's just a whole different vibe. Like I feel like this is the time where you really have to flex and bring your A game. So that's something we try to do. I mean, I always try to get prepared mentally. Just to like really get into it. And it's one of those when you play a festival, it's that day where you wear your best outfit and you bring your best chords, you bring your best A game, guitar, everything.
Yeah.
And because you have a chance to play in front of so many people that have no idea who you are. So that's always like a big goal for us, to make sure we take care of it.
I think what's good for you guys is, even though relatively compared to a lot of the bands on here that are playing, you guys are still an upcoming band and stuff. People in, I guess, our world, that came from the Warped world, whatever. And, you guys are like household names at this point with them. You guys get ready to do a headlining tour and all that. But for the people here to see Tool or all these new metal bands, you guys are sort of like the primed with your sound for them. So how are you trying to reel in, I guess, these people to come watch your set when they're just walking around trying to find, like, I guess waiting for, I guess, whoever the name brand bands are?
I know for a fact we bring our own type of vibe anytime we play or anytime music is on. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go up there. We're gonna give it our best, and we're gonna I'm all about just giving the people who we are.
Yeah.
And I think if people can understand who we are, they're just gonna come and see it. You know what I mean? And I stand strongly by always being you, because I don't think it's ever worth it to not be yourself.
Yeah.
So that's how we've always taken the band as well. Like, let's just be us. Give the people who we really are, and I think that's when people really get attracted to something, when they realize that it's real.
Yeah.
And that's what we try to do as much as we can.
Now you guys have a fairly new record out, Seasons and stuff, and you guys were touring last year on it with the Beartooth. You get ready to do your headliner, so...
Yeah, we're actually on it right now.
Oh, we're on it right now. Okay, I thought it was starting a little later. Yeah, so I guess building up this band over the course of, I don't know, the last 8 years or so that you guys have been doing this, which is still seems like, your first record just came out to me, and so like you guys are like, your third? This is your fourth? Third, yeah. So I guess the accumulation of all that hard work, the style changes, getting the sound just right, like I guess you guys are ready for that. So what's that like going out on your first headlining tour as like, not just, we're going to do a headlining tour, maybe 20 kids are going to show up, but like an actual headlining tour where it's a real headliner, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what's that experience like for you guys?
I mean, dude, it's been crazy. It's been almost 8 years now, but I always think of our 8 years almost like chapters.
Yeah.
And like the first 2 or 3 was literally just like trying to find the right people, trying to like make things work.
Yeah.
And then we started touring like DIY, like showing up to open mics basically with no money.
Yeah.
And there's been tiers to everything, but I feel like we finally, especially now that we are headlining, and like I feel like we're finally putting our brand, and I don't know, dude, we just want to take over the world. You know what I mean? Like that's where we're at, and we're ready to take the next step.
Okay.
Yeah.
And about your record, we talked about this a little bit last year, but like I said before, something happened with the camera or whatever, so it never came out. We talked about the influences on this record and how, it was still fairly recent that Chester had died and stuff, and that's been like a huge influence. Obviously, you guys get compared to them a lot. So what's that like, having somebody like that, being compared to somebody like that with that greatness and stuff with your music and everything? People are like, oh, this sounds like Linkin Park, or this sounds like, whoever an influence is, but that's the one you guys get compared to a lot. So what's that like for you guys?
Honestly, I feel like a lot of people would get a little bothered getting compared to like a band or whatever. To us, I mean, to me, it's always been flattering.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I would never go out there and be like, no, like Linkin Park, obviously they are, and it's something that I wear with pride. It's something, I mean, even in one of the songs on the new record, Open Wounds, on the second verse, I talk about music, meaning so much for me, how it would fight a lot of my temptations, and I'm specifically talking about Linkin Park, you know what I mean? So like, they're a massive reason why I even do this, you know? So to me, it's very flattering. Obviously, I don't want to be a carbon copy of the band, but is there influence there? Absolutely, 100%, and we rock it with pride.
Yeah. I heard recently too that you were a new dad. So what's that like? Having to tour, doing a headliner. You're at the height of your career at this point, but you're also a dad now. So what's that prep like? Having to go home and come back and go on the road and being a new dad and all that.
It's wild. touring just got a lot harder. You know, like my favorite thing in the world is to play shows. You know, like when I'm up there for 30 minutes or the hour and 15 on this tour, it's incredible. But I don't, you know, being a dad now, I just can't enjoy touring as much because I got to be away from her. You know, I'm just being real. Yeah. The concept of having to leave home for 5 to 6 weeks is crazy, especially when she's at that age now where she's like 9, 10 months old. Yeah. She's starting to really like become superhuman. Yeah. And it's just a bummer I can't be there for her right now. But at the same time, it's like I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep doing it. I want to make her proud. I want her to think her dad is the coolest motherfucker in the world. Like, that's the goal. And I feel like if I ever gave up because of my child, she would be mad at me in the future if I told her that's why I gave up.
It'd be pretty badass, her being in high school, middle school, and you guys are hopefully even bigger than what you guys are. She's like, that's my dad up there. He's in that band, you know? And so, like,
that's what I want. Right
there you go. All right, man, Jayden, thanks for your time today.
Thanks for having me, man.
I'm Trenton with SoundlinkTV, hanging out with Sylar at Epicenter. Thanks for watching.